Here we go. Steve Domenico in the Room podcast this Wednesday night. Lightning storm. So static starts happening. Hold in there. We will not lose the feed. So joining me tonight, my first guest, first time ever on my show. Glad to talk to him. We have Miguel Sevasin on, coming off a great win at a smoker this past Saturday at Team Link. Regional Kickboxing's first ever event. It was an incredible, very entertaining day. And Miguel was the main event, and he came away with a great finish. And we're going to talk to him about that fight. And then he's got a little announcement, or, you know, it's out there, but he can announce it again on the show. He's got another fight coming. So, Miguel, I'll shut up now, and I'll let you introduce yourself, man. Welcome to the show for the first time, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is actually my first podcast, so, you know, if I see anything stupid, bear with me.
Dude, you're on the right show. We got stupid for an hour here, so don't worry about nothing. You'll fit right in, so get as stupid as you want, bro. Dude, watched you Saturday. Knew you were going to be fighting there, but you had a different opponent heading into that day. You ended up getting a replacement. It didn't matter. You got the work done, man. Let's talk about the event. And, you know, how excited you were to get in there and get some live action, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for Vasa. You know, he got sick and couldn't pull out. But that guy had, you know, 15 MMA fights, a shit ton of boxing and kickboxing experience. You know, like, he was a tough dude, you know, and you could just see when I was fighting him, like, he was so much more calm than me, the experience, you know. But I was just, like, so much more, like, headstrong, coming after him, putting it on him. You know, I put a pace on people that, like, it's just they can't handle. My cardio is, like, ridiculously good. And that's one thing about Lakeville MMA. It's, like, that's one thing we focus on is just cardio, because that he gets so mad when you lose, like, this not cardio. It's like your cardio's trash.
Now, who's he? Who's he who gets mad?
Sensei John Miranda. He pushes us with our cardio, like, so much. It's terrible.
Well, Miguel, I got some of that fight here. I think I got, like, some of the first round, but, you know, dude, nonstop action. You said, just like you said, pushing the pressure, coming forward. Nice, great kicks, nice jab. Great technique in there, man. It isn't the first time I've seen you stand up. You do have some fights under your belt, but dude, man, talk about it. I mean, talk about how excited you were to get in there. And you did fight a veteran, but it didn't look that way. You looked like the veteran in there.
Thank you. Yeah, my kickboxing is come a long way. Like, I've been working with this new guy, Mike Avella. He's the striking coach for Marty Navis and Connor Matthews. And I, like, reached out to him one day, and I was like, could you, like, you know, really teach me? And he was like, absolutely, I'll take you and Jack Condon. And he took the both of us, and me and Jack are, like, our striking went from here to here, you know, with him. And it's awesome. You know, people have always comment about it now and, like, always saying how much, like, better we've gotten. And it's all because of Mike, you know. And that spinning back fist I did in the second round, I got a little bit low, but I was like, wow, that was beautiful. I was so pissed.
Now, what happened? Now, I couldn't see. I got the chance. I was commentating the fight, but I was behind, like, a wall at the corner that you got that, man. Did you hit him with not flush with the glove, or what happened with that?
See, I thought it landed on the glove, but my coach said it didn't because, I don't know, it all happened so fast. I zoned out, and, you know, but the fact that I went from a swinging leg kick and it just turned around as he was coming and just landed beautifully on the jaw. You know, if that was MMA, he would be, that would have been the fight right there, you know? I was so impressed with that by myself, you know?
Well, dude, I mean, you were putting a hurt on him. Was that in the first round when that happened? Or
no,
that was toward the end of the fight when you were really putting him on it.
Right, yeah. My coach told me in the second round, he was like right in the beginning, he was like, all right, put the pressure a little bit more, you know? Because in the first round, it was a fast pace.
Yeah.
But I could have gone way faster, you know? He was like, all right, put it on him now. And I was like, okay. and after that, it was like I felt bad. I kicked him where the sun don't shine, but that felt a little. It was like oof, but.
Well, you know what? Keegan, a real good guy there. He was making kind of jokes here and there. You did kick him pretty good, but he got right back in there, and then you got that spinning back fist on him right after, man. So he's a trooper in there, man. And I think he's going to be fighting on the next one. I think he's going to be taking on Kin Moy. They got another one coming. I'm not sure of the date, but I think that might be Christo's event, the end of July. So that's going to be exciting. I guess he wants a little revenge, but he's taking on Kin Moy, man. That's a lot. That's a task right there, man.
Yeah, right. Oh.
So Miguel, let's talk about who was with you, man. Did you have? I mean, you had the fights was scheduled for a while, man. The posters and the real lead up to it and stuff like that. Did you have many people make the trek? I know it was in New Hampshire and stuff, but other than your team, was there anyone else there that support you?
Yeah, actually, I had a couple of my friends from the KO gym in New Bedford that I train at with Mike, and a couple of them were like, "Oh, I want to go and watch a fight," and I was like, "Listen, it's like an hour and 45, 2-hour drive, maybe with traffic." And they bought tickets. As soon as I said that, they didn't give a crap, and they drove. And I was like so happy like that they did that. It's like so nice to have people like that, like a 2-hour drive, stuck in. Yeah, and her name's Steph, and she's like awesome. She brought her and her friends, and I was like, wow, like thank you so much.
Well, dude, they definitely got entertained, man. The whole day was incredible. Plus, there was a couple of female fights, so it was a little mix of everything in there, man. Did you get to watch any of the action? I know you were coming back and forth asking when you were up and stuff, so anxious to get in there. But did you get a chance to enjoy any of the bouts there?
Yes. So one of the kids I was actually fighting was Sturgay.
Oh, okay.
I spar him sometimes at Lozon's MMA on Saturdays. That kid is gonna be good. He's with Jeff Joy.
Yeah. Josh Belanger and them guys.
Yeah. He's gonna be good. He's tough. Totally like bull rushed you. Headstrong. Bah, bah, bah. I was like, wow.
And he's a jiu-jitsu kid, right?
Yeah. He's like some serious wrestler, I think.
Yeah, so I mean, the striking is something that I imagine he picked up a little after the wrestling and the jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean? And he was just, like you said, comes forward and, he's sparring with the right people, I guess, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Lozon's MMA on Saturdays, that's like top-notch guys there. And it's like great work. Every time I leave, I'm like, oh,
Well, you spoke about Connor Matthews. He's watching right now. He might be coming in and out and stuff like that. But he's there you go. I wore that in my Jeff Joy interview. So we're all killing the Connor gear, man. The controller, man. His ears are ringing right now, man. So, dude, you're rolling with all these killers, man, and it's showing. As far as I saw, I was at both of your MMA fights. They didn't go your way, but the progression from the first fight to the second fight was amazing. And I think you actually fought maybe even a better caliber fighter, or at least a better grappler in the second fight. Your footwork and your standing is outstanding.
Thank you.
The two fights that you had that you lost, I think you lost them in the grappling game. What are you doing? Now we got an MMA fight coming, and we'll talk about that next. But what are you doing now? And I mean, we've had a lot of time to train, a lot of time off. You had an MMA fight scheduled for Cage Titans, and that's when everything got shut down back in April 2020. So, man, how you been staying busy with the jits, and how you been approaching that, and kind of shopping up that game?
So, Mike was like, he thinks my striking is pretty top notch, so he wants me to stay up on my feet as much as possible. So at the KO gym, he got us a wrestler, one of the guys who wrestles. He's a wrestling coach for New Bedford, and he trains Jack and I, for probably about 45 minutes an hour every Tuesday and Thursday. So we've been doing that for almost a year now. It's just nonstop wrestling for an hour, and it's just working our way back up. and then we'd start back down, take down defense. You know, it's great work, and I've done so much better with sprawling and everything like that. And that's a whole new ball game to my fighting style now, and I can't wait to honestly show that, because I know that he's gonna try to keep it on the feet the whole time, and which I have no problem with doing, but I don't want to show some of my wrestling skills. I'm not gonna lie, and then for the jiu-jitsu part, I've been working at BTT, and those guys are it's strictly jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
I'm doing gi and no gi, and those guys are awesome. Jair and just a bunch of fluent talent, And then I work at Lozon's. I go there if I have the day off from work. Like I was there today, this morning, and I was there for a couple hours working. And those guys just put me through the ringer. On Saturdays, there's ground and pound, and I'm working with guys that are black belts in jiu-jitsu and brown belts, and I'm trying to get. I've done so much wrestling and all that for the ground pound. I'm getting up now. It's hard for them to keep me down, and I take huge pride in that. Guys are having a hard time to keep me down and submitting me. So I think that's gonna be maybe not with Peter McLeod, but with other wrestlers down the road. It's gonna be a huge difference, especially when you can't take me down.
Excellent,
that's gonna be a big fucking problem.
Well, here's your third fight, your actual third amateur fight, the last fight, a smoker and stuff, even though, it looked like a damn amateur fight or even a pro fight. You spoke about Peter. You were supposed to take on Peter McLeod back in April. And I do believe it was going to be back-to-back cards again. I think a combat night again, maybe. Connor Matthews was going to headline one. Not definitely sure about that, but you were matched up with Peter. Peter has 2 Muay Thai fights. This is going to be his first MMA fight, man. So we know Peter has some stand-up skill because he's 2-0 in that Muay Thai cage, fighting for Cage Titans, man. So we don't know much about his jiu-jitsu game, even though he does fight train at Citadel with a bunch of killers there. Kin Moy, he's probably rolling around with him. Don Shanis in the past, and Trevor Goody, all them really good grapplers over there, man. What are you expecting out of Pete? You've seen a stand-up. Pete, I think you guys might even fought on the same Cage Titans card, maybe. Yep. What do you know about Pete, and how excited are you kind of go against the dude that's probably going to stand there with you most of the fight?
Right. You want to actually, I mean, that's one thing I like. Honestly, that's what gets me hard in the morning. Somebody, dude, just a bloody fucking war. That's what I want, And I know it has solid leg kicks, teep kicks. He's got great reach. I think it's 78 inches or something like that. Crazy. He's 6'3". So, and I'm 6 foot. So he's a little bit taller than me, but I've been training with guys like that, southpaw. So it's going to be an awesome test for me, and I really can't wait. But it's I gotta watch the legs. He's boy, took both guys out. I think took both guys out with teep kicks, I think.
Yeah, he's very dangerous with that. He's got that, that wingspan and that length there, man. And I mean, watching you on Saturday and watching your past fights, you've been, I think at least the first amateur fight, you would definitely had the length advantage and stuff right here. So this is going to be very interesting. You're actually fighting a guy that's bigger than you. I don't think you've ever had that yet, right?
Yeah. No.
I mean,
Tim Burton have the same height as me.
Yeah. Saturday you had a guy heavier than you, but he wasn't. The reach was definitely not there.
No. What happened here?
Battery die. Start the car.
Yeah.
Did it?
But I fight guys like that, like Jack Condon. He's 6'2". He's ambidextrous, actually. So he fights southpaw when I spar him. So that's kind of good work, I fight Marty Navis, who's a little bit taller than me. Sean Lowley, all these guys are Anthony Vasta, I spar him, these are all guys that are taller than me, and so I'm used to it. It's not really,
Exactly.
Just keep
well, dude.
Keep forward. Yeah.
Every name you mentioned there is on the fucking card with you, I think. You know what I mean? You got like 20, I mean, you got what, like 8 Lozon guys there. Is there dude, I mean, Jesus, are you going to get any camera fucking time on this nightmare? What's up?
What the hell?
And then wait a minute, you got Jack on the card with you too. Is there anyone else from the Lakeville MMA that's jumping in there? I know Connor Matthews. Did he come out of Lakeville MMA?
Yeah.
All right.
And now he I think so did Marty as well.
Oh, okay.
I think. I'm not don't. But yeah, then they went to Lozon's but Connor still has Sensei John Moreno still in his corner, and like that's like, and he teaches on Thursdays.
Yeah, he's a coach at Lozon's right now too. I understand that. So, yeah, he's a good guy to be able to spar with, and I don't know if he's got a girlfriend now, but he must be a chick magnet every time you guys are around. That guy is just like Adonis. He's like,
yeah. Sometimes I'm like, he like takes off his shirt and it's just like, man.
I'm like, I'm a straight, but it's like,
yeah,
fucking,
right, yeah.
The guy's like fucking a Rocky statue. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? So my guy, how old are you? 23? How old are you?
I'm 24. I just I turned 25 in January, so I'm pretty young. I've only actually had 2 fights. I heard you say that I had 1 Muay Thai fight.
All right. So they were 2. I think I might have meant the smoker, but you had 2 amateur MMA fights, right?
Right.
All right.
Right. I've never done a smoker. That was my first smoker ever. So.
Oh, really? So you didn't?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Well, you just did pad work and sparring at the gyms, and not like a real smoker against another opponent that wanted to kind of beat you up.
Right.
Really?
Jumped right into the MMA.
So
yeah.
fucking Tyler, dude, you jumped into. I mean, Tyler Bork, you fought. I think the first. That kid is no fucking joke.
No.
That dude's an animal. I saw him. I think I saw him fight kid from Connor Barry's gym, Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Pat won the trophy or won fight of the performance of the night. That was a hell of a fucking fight.
They were swinging. Yeah, that was a good.
So, man, you're getting tons of experience. You fight him, and then Birkenhead, he's 2-0 right now. He's coming off. He's coming off a submission of a real good Neff fighter when that last card Neff had before the thing. So, man, you fight.
He was like ranked in New England.
What's that?
I think he was. I think Tim Birkenhead was like telling me that he's like top 25, 20 in New England or something like that.
I mean, he definitely could be in the amateur ranks. I mean, there's not many. You guys don't have many fights, so there's that's a good possibility he is. I think he actually is on our rankings, the New England MMA rankings.
Oh, is he too?
It's fun. Because we just do the New England. I think Tapology, they might do the Northeast. I'm not sure. Maybe he's 22 in the Northeast or something like that. In New England, as far as us, I think he's definitely in the top 10 as far as that weight class.
I actually went to South Shore because me and him were like talking back and forth. We're actually we're friends. After you fight, some kind of like get that little bond between them.
Yeah.
He was like, when I was first signed up for the Boston fight, he was like, "Why don't you come to South Shore and get some work?" And I was like, and at Lakeville, we were still wearing masks and stuff. So, I mean, not to say anything about South Shore, but
it's over now. It's over now, buddy. You can say whatever you want.
Make sure I'm not getting nobody in trouble.
Yeah, we're all good.
So I went down there and me and him sparred, and his striking got so good. I was like, if we fight again, that would be a fire fight.
Excellent, man. Well, maybe you guys could do an exhibition against each other or something at one of those kickboxing things down the line. We don't want you new guys beating each other up anymore, man. We want to see you thrive down the thing. You've already went that route. Let Tim, fight someone else. You take on You take on Peter in a couple of Saturdays, my guy. Dude, first card, man, biggest card Cage Titans has ever had. Sold out the first week. Did you get a chance to sell tickets, or were you announced on the card a little late, so kind of they didn't give you any?
No, they gave me some tickets, kind of like a little less, a little after everybody else got tickets, but I got some tickets to sell. So not as much as I usually sell, but obviously because everyone else kind of like the pros got, first dibs, obviously.
Definitely, my
and
man.
stuff like that. But I have, I'm selling shirts this time around. So I got shirts already.
I'm gonna blow your mind right now. I have a picture of your shirts.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up right now. It's got your
Okay.
Yeah, it's got your sponsors on it too, and yeah. So I'm throwing it up there. So let's talk about how to get these shirts, man. We still got a week and a half.
Yeah, so I have a Cash App, so you can Cash App me, or I can meet up with you somewhere. You can just give me the cash, and it's only $20. So one of the sponsors on there is Bristol County Club, and I've been working with him. His name's Chad Faria. He's in New Bedford, and he's my strength and conditioning coach. So I got a strength and conditioning coach, and I've had him for ever since. Same thing with COVID, and he is awesome. He's a nutritionist as well, so he's gave me a diet plan. And I feel so much stronger, so much healthier this time around. I'm drinking 2 gallons of water right now, and I'm 5 pounds away.
Nice.
And I just I look so much better. My mentality's there. I feel awesome. I feel like $1 million.
Dude, them are awesome shirts, man. Can I buy one? Can you take it? I don't know if you're gonna remember. Can you hold? Do I have to buy it? Do you have them on hand, or do I order them from somewhere?
I have them on hand.
You got a lodge. You got a lodge you can bring to the show, and I can pay you then if you remember.
Absolutely.
Excellent, my man. So do that for me. You talked about Jack Congdon. He's on the card as well. I think is he 2-0 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's fighting a guy who's he won his last fight by toe hold. I think he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, I think.
Oh.
I think he's from Citadel.
Oh, okay. So is this a test for Jack? Is this Jack's toughest opponent yet? You think, or
say so.
Yeah.
I would honestly say so. But Jack's, like I said, he's been doing wrestling now for probably longer than I have, But we've been really doing wrestling now, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then his striking just got unbelievably good. And Jack's a jiu-jitsu guy, so he's good everywhere.
And he's another 6'5" guy or 6'4". He looks like a tall guy too, man. He's what is he? What fight at? What weight?
170.
Oh, all right. Yeah, he's not killing himself. I mean, of course, if you said 155, I would have died. I said, what's he, lop off half his head or something to make that weight? But but you, my friend, a couple more questions before I let you go and get to Jon here. This is a catch weight fight, right? Correct?
So I'm pretty sure it's 155.
Okay.
That's what it said. I know it says 160, but or catch weight fight, but I don't know. My coach is supposed to talk to Mike Pulver, see what's going on with that. But
all right. So you're usually you're a lightweight. That's where you want to be. That's where you fight at. Is that where your last 2 fights were at? Or last 2? Right. They were right at 155. So, yeah, I would imagine. It says catch weight. Maybe they're going to allow a couple of pounds here or there. But you guys straighten that out, man. And, yeah, we'll definitely see you in a couple of Saturdays. So what do we expect to see you, man, on July 10th? I mean, 3rd time in there. It's going to be Peter's 1st time in there. So, I mean, we don't know where we're getting out of him on the ground, but we know where we're getting out of him striking. But what are you looking to do in there? And what are we going to see from Miguel the 3rd time around?
Like I said, definitely going to show some wrestling and probably going to just keep the pressure on him, and he's a long guy and I got to eat some things to give 2 or 3 shots, that's really that's what it is. I fight guys like that, like I said, all the time. And that's what I have to do. I have to eat a leg kick or 2 or a punch, and I just have to land more. That's really what you have to do in any scenario when you fight a guy who's longer. You got to bite down on that fucking mouth guard, and you got to give him hell.
I fucking know it.
Really, so.
Well, dude, it's sold out, but they have that link there set up for all the fighters. I know, actually, Mike Pulver is on a conference call right now, getting all them links ready for the guys and girls who are gonna, have people tune into there. So it's another revenue source for you guys. I know you don't expect a million people to jump on that feed though, but it's something growing for you guys, and it's something great that Cage Titans doing for you.
Right. Yeah, it's honestly, I'm so grateful to be part of Cage Titans and everything. Everyone's so awesome. Michael Vare's awesome, and it's so cool to be on one of the biggest cards, and this card is so stacked with so many killers, and it's I can't wait.
Excellent, my man. Well, I'll see you in a couple of Saturdays from now. I will be. My whole team's going to be there. All New England MMA is going to be there from Thursday to Saturday. The card. We're going to be doing the press conference with Mike. Friday, 2 of us will be at the weigh-ins. They might get a soundbite off you. So they'll, if you see 2 guys that look like stalkers, they're part of my team. They're part of my team. I don't think I'm going to go to weigh-ins. I'm going to be doing the presser with Mike. And then Saturday, I'll definitely be there. I'll be in the back doing interviews. So hope to see you there, man. Saturday, let's get an interview in the back, man. Win or lose, brother. It's an experience, a growing experience, and you're going the way about it with the right team, right training partners, and right coaches. Last thing before I let you give your social media shout-outs, who's in your corner with you on that Saturday?
Mike, Sensei John Morendo, and Logan Carrier. I wouldn't have started MMA without Logan, so he's always in my corner.
As I noticed, I saw, sponsor on the back of the shirt there, so you're giving back to the Carriers there, man. So, dude, man, great talking to you the first time. I know we, on social media, we like each other's stuff. We're both kind of sarcastic, and we throw kind of fucked up shit out there. So, man, great getting to know you, brother. I've seen you around with the Lakeville guys and Matthews and a couple of Lozon. So nice talking to you, man. Getting you on the show for the first time. We'll definitely talk again. Definitely talk again. Social media, whatever you got there, throw it out there.
Follow me on Instagram, Migs31. My Facebook, Miguel Sevasin. I don't have a Twitter. So
I don't even go there. So last thing, to get them shirts, do they message you on Messenger or something like that? How do they get?
Facebook Messenger, Instagram, and I'll reply.
All right, my man. Well, Miguel Sevasin, entering the Cage Titans cage 48 for the 3rd time, man. We'll see you in a couple of Saturdays, bro, and good luck in there, man.
Thank you.
You have a good night.
I'll see you guys then.
All right, later. All right, that was fucking awesome. Hopefully I don't shut this off for, let me get all this shit out of there. Hopefully I don't shut off this so John gets cut off. So where's John's text? Oh, there it is. So we're going to get Jon Piersma up real soon. He said about 8:15, which is right now. But before that happens... there's the messenger. John. Oh, Johnny's ready. John's ready. All right, I'm going to call Jon. Good to go. I think he's watching. That's how he knows. Ready? I think he knows. All right, so... All right, I'm going to call him. I think he's ready. Oh, so sorry. People, I bought a new car. It's been the worst experience of my life. Let me just tell you. Worst experience of my life, buying a car. There's no cars to buy, so don't even buy a car. But, worst experience of my life. What's up, champ?
What's up? They do that automatically.
Oh, I gotta fix you here. Not you here. I gotta get you. Oh, you're in. All right, do your thing. Go sit down, get comfortable. What's up, Jon Piersma?
Not too much. How you doing?
I'm doing good. What are you, you training? You at the gym? Where you at right now?
Yeah, I just finished training at the gym.
What are we doing? BJJ, striking? What'd you do? A little bit of everything?
A little bit of everything tonight, yeah.
So no rest for the wicked. Coming off another submission win over the weekend and right back into camp.
Yeah, pretty much. I can't sit around too long. I get antsy.
Well, I didn't mean to say camp because I would imagine you're going to take a little time off to absorb the win and, gather up your thoughts and see what's next. But, brother, congratulations on a very, very tough fight. I mean, it didn't go long, a couple of rounds. That seems to be your marker right there. Ended in the second round at first. But Talk about it, brother. You faced another dude in his backyard, and a pretty scrappy fella, man. Talk about this fight and the experience you got from it.
Yeah, it was a good fight. I think it went pretty much how we planned. We knew he was going to be a very explosive, strong guy early in the fight, and that's what he did. He was throwing, big shots. Everything he threw at me was 100%. So we kind of knew that. Early in the fight, when I took him down, I kind of locked up that Darce choke almost. I had it pretty tight, but he was pretty strong. He was able to wiggle his way out of that somehow. I thought I was going to finish that actually, but yeah, that was the plan. Don't force anything in the first round. He was going to wear down. He was going to slow down, and that's what happened in the second round. When I finally got that takedown and got his back, I think he was done at that point. He kind of was gassed out.
Well, that was a relentless first round. I mean, it was back and forth. There was a lot on the feet, but you took a lot out of him with that, that potential submission there. And that's kind of, the way your game has gone, except for that first fight when you latched on right away and finished it. But, your last fight, it took a little while to really sink in and choke these people out. What'd you get from this fight compared to last fight? You fought that Majeski kid, and a real tough kid, up and comer, and now you fought like a veteran dude from there, 3-3. What'd you get from this fight as far as experience and positives you took out of there?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things was I finally got to have some time standing and showing a little bit of striking in this fight. It's the first time really I have had any significant time striking in any of my fights. So it's good to, show that a little bit. Obviously there's stuff to work on, and, it wasn't perfect by any means, but yeah, it was good. It was good to do that. I felt comfortable. That was the biggest thing. I felt comfortable on my feet, so that was good to get a taste of that. But yeah, as I go, the farther along, these guys are going to get better, and, I'm not going to be able to just, take these guys right down off the bat and sub them, under a minute, It's just, so I know you got to kind of let it play out, wear them down, and, I'm confident within 15 minutes, eventually, a submission's going to open up.
Exactly, unless you get one of those shots in and you knock them on their ass down the line, and that's the progress.
Yeah, I still got to do that.
Well, that's the progress. Well, 3 finishes, one the first one of the first round, 2 second round finishes aren't bad, and then your second fight, potential submission of the year. For CFFC. So, dude, man, your first 3 fights, you can't get any better than that unless you, broke someone's jaw and then choked them out after. You know what I mean? So,
it's a good start. I can't argue with it.
What do your coaches say about it? Are they kind of like you, more work? We got to get work done. Is there time to congratulate you, or is it we got to get right back in there, man? Let's get to work.
Yeah, I mean, they were happy, and, we watched over a couple times, and, we took some good positives from it, but, at the same time, it's, let's get back to work and work on the stuff, we got to fix because, it's nice and all, 3-0, good start to my pro career, but, I'm not even close to where, I want to be, so, celebrate it for a couple days, but, in the large scheme of things, it doesn't really mean that much yet.
Well, I know you added strength and conditioning to this camp, and we had that interview, and you talked about how your cardio has helped that. The weight cut. How'd the weight cut go? I know when I interviewed you, you hadn't really gotten in the middle of it yet. How'd it go for you this time around?
It was good. It went really well. I mean, they always suck. They're always hard no matter what. But this one was definitely probably the best one I've had so far. It went good. No hiccups. A little bit less I had to cut than normal, so that was nice. So I didn't feel dead. The day of the weigh-ins and getting to once I hit 170. I didn't feel great, but I felt alive. I felt fine. So I think it was the best weight cut by far, and hopefully it only gets better from here.
Excellent. Well, you talked about, feeling great, best weight cut, best feeling as far as strength and just the overall feeling of you. What'd you feel in the cage? Did you feel that also, that extra, we talked about that little extra horsepower from the strength and conditioning?
Yeah, I felt really good. It was a pretty high paced first round. I felt good coming out for the second round. I felt pretty fresh, and I was mentally ready to go 3 rounds. I think he got tired. I think that's what ended up happening when I got his back. I think he was kind of gassed. But yeah, I felt good. I felt good.
Well, my friend, first time fighting for that organization. What the hell is the name of it?
Maverick.
Maverick 16. I'm sorry, guys. I took the poster down and I just had a brain fart. But it was first time fighting for them. You were supposed to make your pro debut against the same dude, but that fight fell through because of all the shutdowns. Had your 2 fights with CFFC, fight for Maverick for the first time. How'd you feel about the promotion and, overall crowd and just the way they handled things for you?
No, it was good. It was good. Everything was good. No negative, nothing to say about it. It was a good night. The crowd was great. The promoter treated me well. So yeah, everything went well.
Well, John, looking at the videos and the pictures and just the way they kind of promoted it, man, I got a picture of you. I think you're flexing. Well, you are flexing. Is this after the fight? It looks like after the fight.
Yeah, they made everyone who won. They made do that. Yeah.
Well, that's a damn good picture, man.
What was that?
Not a mock on you, and. Also, I got you. I got a little clip of your fight that I stole off social media. Whoever put it there, but you had a bunch of people. We talked about ticket sales. It's what? How far of a ride was it for you? And you still had about 30.
About 4 hours.
Yeah, so you still had about 35 or so people come.
39.
39 people come check you out. I do have a picture. Yeah. I couldn't fit all 39 in there because they probably all spread out. Some were drinking beers. Some might have been passed out instead. I don't know. It was a hell of a night, man. Hell of a celebration.
Yeah.
You were on the main card. I think you were like the third fight from the...
Third to last.
Yeah, so everyone was well primed up by the time you got up there, man. So... Let me find a picture of them, and you can kind of you took a couple of pictures posing with people, so I know I've met a few of them when we went to CFFC.
Yeah, in Philly.
Yeah, so you got a loyal following that, get the caravan going, man. So who were some of the key players that came to see you and hung out with you that night?
So there was a group of probably 8 to 10 people from my gym that drove down, so that was nice. And then quite a lot of my family and friends from back home came. A lot of aunts and uncles, cousins on my mom's side, my dad, brother. Some of the guys that worked with him came down. So, yeah, it was a good mix of friends, family, training partners.
Awesome. Well, we might have to bleep it all out, but what'd your father have to say to you on Messenger after you won that fight? He's a fireball, that guy.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's always amped up. I think he probably gets more amped up than me a lot of the time. No, he was happy. He was really happy. He's been watching it back, telling me what he thought and what I got to work on since the fight. So it was good. Yeah, he was happy, and he's always pumped up for it.
Excellent, my man. Well, I know you're back in the gym and stuff like that, and you kind of at this point you can kind of call your shots in some way. You got people coming to look for you, John. I know other promotions wanted you to fight for them before you got in on that Maverick card, but you got done with that Maverick card. Are you predicting that you're going to be getting in there, in the next maybe 3 months or so? What are you looking for to get back in there?
So as of right now, I think we're shooting for probably late September, early October. That would probably be ideal. A couple months just to work on stuff, and then Yeah, that'd probably be a good time frame. Late September, early October, I think.
Nice. Well, the offers or matchups will be, I would imagine, floating in on you. 3-0, 3 finishes.
Yeah, I mean, we already got some offers for some things and stuff we're looking at. So yeah, we're staying busy and already planning for the next camp and everything.
Nice. Well, we're 3 fights in, brother. How do you feel about it, man? Is this going to be your full-time job? It could be right now. I don't know, but is this going to be a full-time job come the end of the year?
Yeah. Hopefully, eventually that is the goal. I still work a day job. I have to still at the moment, but hopefully soon this will be my full-time gig. That'd be awesome. We're getting a lot closer. It's coming a lot sooner than I thought I was gonna be able to. But not yet, not quite there, but hopefully soon. Yeah. So it's 3-0 within 6 months. So it's been a really great start to the year. I think it started 3-0 professionally in 6 months, really quick. It made me feel like I can see things happening, and I can really see this kind of start to play out. Like I can really do this, I can really make this a career. And I always knew I could, but it just was when I was an amateur, it felt so far away. It's getting a lot closer, but at the same time, it just shows me how much work I still have to do and how much I just got to get back in the gym and keep working because there's still a long ways to go.
Awesome, man. Last question before I let you give your shout-out, sponsors or whatever. Jon, you got some time before that next fight or next opportunity timeline. You added strength and conditioning to this camp. Is anything you're gonna be looking for anything in the next camp? Maybe getting some cross training. Maybe heading to I know you have your own striking coach, but maybe getting some other looks. What's on the agenda for Jon to improve and sharpen his game?
Yeah, we're looking at a lot of different things and a lot of different options, but as of right now, it's just probably get right back to work. I'm planning on starting back up with my strength and conditioning coach Monday next week. We're gonna get back on. He's gonna start working up. He's gonna kind of write it up as if we're starting to camp for October 2nd or beginning of October. So that's kind of the time frame. So he's gonna set it up where I think for the next month we're really gonna work on putting a little bit of size on, a little bit of strength on before we really get back into the cutting down phase. But yeah, I think that's the main thing. Just get back to work, basically. That's
excellent. Well, is Monday a good time? It's 4th of July on Sunday, man.
Nah, I'll be all right. I'll go out. Well, I don't have to work next week, so I don't have to get up early.
All right, so you're gonna slumber rest before that day. You're gonna save it all for.
I usually bounce back pretty quick. So.
Well, you're young, dude. I mean, that's able, dude. I remember when your CFFC fight, after you were going out having a couple of beers with the friends, and then Laswell Steve will go with you. I think I was like, dude.
Yeah, I think you were done.
Yeah, I was done. I was dancing in the fucking the hall over there. I was all done, man. But dude, next opportunity, we will definitely be making another road trip to see you. And I'll definitely try to save room to have a couple of beers with you after and
for sure.
See how Jon rolls celebrating after a big win, man. So
yeah, hopefully, I'm hoping that we get this next fight somewhere is like fun, to go out and because COVID's kind of over with, somewhere where we can really go out and have a good time.
Well, definitely Lars and I and Travis, well, they're not really partiers like I am, so they'll be my designated driver. So we'll get it all together, Jon. And we'll definitely hang out your next fight and, see how Jon rolls in his personal life. So, Jon, last thing. Shout-outs, social media. I know you got a ton of sponsors. If you can remember them, throw them up. If you can't, that's all right, man. They all know. They all know.
Yeah, all my sponsors that for this fight, especially the ones that were stuck around for a second time this time, just huge thank you to them. I mean, it means the world. It's, the extra money really is helping me really focus on training, having a strength conditioning coach, and really making it closer to where I can make this full-time job. So huge shout out to them. Huge thank you. Huge thank you to all my friends, family who went down and watched the fight. Um, Everyone who watched from home, reached out, congratulated me. I appreciate all that. It means the world. Um, and yeah, time to get back to work.
Well, my man, I'll definitely be working on getting more people to interview you and get that social media pages and more follows for you, man, because you're a big to-do right now. Dude, you know, you're 3-0 right now. Things are happening fast. 2 more wins, brother.
Yeah.
2 more wins. And Contender Series could be right there. You know, something big for you could be right there the start of, you know, next year, man. So hopefully, you know, these fights come quick and you can get that action and get that record up so we can get you to the bigger level.
For sure. Just what I've learned is just keep winning and good things come. So that's all that matters.
Excellent, man. Well, Jon Piersma, man, you're a great dude, fun guy, hell of a fighter. And, dude, man, awesome to, you know, talk to you and watch your progression in your career take off, bro. So kudos to you and congratulations, man.
Thank you.
All right, Jon Piersma, man, 3-0, 3 finishes, sub finishes. He's gonna knock someone out his next fight. So,
It's coming.
yeah. So we'll see you hopefully September, John, and we'll be waiting for a big announcement where that next opportunity will be. So, hey, enjoy your 4th, John, and don't hurt yourself. All right.
All right. Thank you. You too.
All right, my man. You take care.
All right. Have a good night.
Later.
Is it your manager's show or is it someone?
All right. Oh, they were going to spread beans right now. That was awesome. All right, let me get this guest catcher. Let me get this off. All right, what is that? There it is. All right, so let me get his text off. I'll keep his logos there. So, hey, one more thing. Well, let me just say Jonathan Piersma, that guy's a killer. 170-pound killer. And when his striking game reaches his jiu-jitsu game, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. He's only, I think, 20, 25, 26. Forget it. Forget it. Well, with that said, we got one more thing to talk about. I didn't get to say it in the beginning. But before we go, huge news today. Huge news. Do I have it? I didn't get rid of it. This is big. Chris Motino to the UFC. And who's he fighting? Sugar Sean O'Malley. Oh, my God. How does this happen? Well, Chris is a huge striker. O'Malley's a huge striker. And O'Malley thinks this is probably an easy fight for him, a replacement fight on 2 weeks' notice. But as we know, Chris doesn't get knocked out. Chris doesn't get lights put out. He puts lights out. So with that said, this is not a gimme fight. I can't wait to see the odds, how much they are in favor of O'Malley here. But do not count Chris Motino out. That kid can strike with the best of them. This fight will be determined on whose chin holds up the best in this fight. Whoever's chin is better in this fight will win this fight. You guys can all call bullshit, but Chris has a great chance in that fight, and that's my story. Who said that? I'm reading my messenger. People are messaging me right now. So with that said, so sorry. Last thing I want to talk about is Cage Titans again. Sold out. Sold out. Let me make that smaller so you guys can see me. So Cage Titans sold out, peoples. New England MMA will be there. We will be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I will be there Thursday at the press conference helping Mike out. I think I am moderating the press conference with the questions from the viewers, followers, and live questions. So I'll be asking them to the podium, whoever is at the press conference. Friday will be weigh-ins. They usually at 1 p.m. New England MMA will be there also. Lars and Travis, I believe will be at weigh-ins. I will not be at weigh-ins this time. So I have my team there doing their thing. And then Saturday, I do believe we will be doing a pre-show. Not sure how that's going to be set up. In the past, we did it from the stage at Cage Titans where the fighters walk out. But I don't know how Cage Titans wants to do it. I don't know if who's going to produce it. I don't know what's going on yet, but we're going to have a conference call with Mike tomorrow about it. What New England MMA jobs are at this. We are at Mike and Cage Titans' disposal on Friday and Saturday. Whatever they need, we are there. We are going to be covering the show like crazy. Right now, Travis is putting out matchups, write-ups on the whole main card. I do believe he's already got 3 or 4 of them out there. Some of them are locked and loaded. He's going to be throwing them out as the fights get closer. So with that said, New England MMA has been waiting for this, folks. We've been waiting since fucking 2020 April, just like fight fans, fighters, promotions. We've been waiting for this. We launched our website for this regional MMA to start over. So with that said, I don't know if I'm having a podcast next Wednesday. I know Cage Titans is doing one Tuesday. They will be doing a whole breakdown, all that good stuff for the fights the following Saturday. I think I'm going to use my time to get as many interviews as I can out before the show night. So I don't think I'm having a podcast Wednesday. I'd rather interview the fighters and concentrate on that, getting them out separately. So we'll see. You know, things change every other day. So with that said, I don't think I have anyone else watching anymore. So thank you for tuning in to the Room Podcast. I'll see you later. Happy 4th of July. People, be safe. Stay uninjured. Stay healthy. And stay together. Be safe. I bought a new car. Worst thing in my life. With that said, we out.